bowler hat. It's ironic I'm wearing my DBE jacket and no longer at DBE, although they are welcome to use me as a contractor at £1 million an hour.
Cheap at half the price.
Well, the first half hour I have to spend thinking, planning. So what I do is I devise plans in the first hour about the plans I'm going to be devising in the second hour. And by that time I've made £2 million, so I don't really have to work for the rest of the year. And everyone's happy, because they've got to see how it all works. I let them in the room when I'm devising these plans. I find the best way to devise plans is to drink alcohol and watch movies.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Do you know, someone complained once, and they said, tell us the plans. I said, well, that'll be 5 million. So I've got all these plans, projects up here. No one's ever bought them. They've just paid for the planning stage, you know, the hard bit. I think it's terrible that they put me through that and then didn't buy them.
Bit of waste, isn't
A waste of my talents. Anyway, this isn't getting this tuned on. Stop interrupting.
Jingly jangle away.
Jingly jangle away. Oh, there's that male that has still got his testicles. Cat. Just gone past with balls. There are two here that look similar. One's got balls and a bent tail, and the other's Zeus, who keeps shagging my blanket. And he's got no balls. Hitler has only got one ball, the other is in the Albert Hall. Himmler has something similar, but poor old Boris has no balls at all. Oh, sorry, Rommel. I bet you the name Boris was dead popular for pets a few years ago. But anyone who's got a pet called Boris has taken it out back and clubbed it to death now. Especially if I've had white fluffy hair. All those guinea pigs. Llamas. Alpacas. Boris the alpaca. Boris the badger. That's how you could get badger bait, you know, get people to kill badgers for the farmers. Just call them all Boris. Boris the badger. Where you going? Clubbing. I'm clubbing Boris the badgers. We could encourage Boris to put badger makeup on, and then we could play badger hunting. Well, he's a fan of fox hunting. He says it's really fun for the fox. It's a sport. The even chance of the dogs getting ripped apart and the toffs and the fox, apparently. Occasionally the fox, all, 3 feet of him, turns nasty and refuses to be ripped apart easily.
Right.
Or sometimes they just die really quick, and the toffs don't like that. They like to see suffer and howl a bit.
Tom's fire.
And then they like to dab the blood on the young fillies' faces,
Yeah,
on the ladies.
ladies, yeah.
And then the ladies get excited, the money gets divided. And now I'm broken, that's no joke. Red lines don't do it. Oh, I can see the attraction. I love destroying nature. It's overrated, isn't it, nature? It's right in your tits. We have to cut the grass. Just get rid of it. Stick a car park there and charge people £1,000 a minute. Put cameras in, so if they accidentally go in there, they end up locked locked into a legal battle for 20 years. So much so that they get tired and they just pay the fine, because otherwise they spend their lives in litigation. A bit like America, really.
I like nature.
Yeah, but I mean, keep it outside.
Yeah.
Singapore, they got it inside. Because they've got very little of it left outside. They put these big glass domes up, biodomes, and they've got tropical rainforests and all sorts in there. And cactuses that look like penis and balls. Oh, we had hours of fun there. I saw a bum for days, I think. No, it was uncomfortable seating there.
Well, at least you know now.
Yeah. But I took some pictures of the cactuses. It was really funny, actually, because there was this young couple. My son was there, Tom was there. And I just wandered up to them. They were staring at these cactuses, and you could see them wanting to giggle a bit. And I just went, cactus. Sorry. They were just pissing themselves laughing at this, what was it, 49-year-old man who just wandered up and gone, cactus. That's a new rhythm. The other thing in Singapore that was interesting, when we got off the plane, and I'd gone with vapes, which were illegal, and that was a bit scary. I didn't know that vaping was illegal in Singapore, and that's why I started smoking again after 2.5 years of not smoking. Was the fucking strict laws, cameras everywhere, facial recognition. And in the taxi I said, well, what's Singapore like as we're driving into the centre? Which is weird because you're on this big sort of wide road and you can see all the big buildings coming and you think, oh, you don't know what to expect. I'm going into this maze, like, but it's not like Hong Kong. The streets are wide and it's quite airy. It's nice. But he said, oh, Singapore is fine. I said, oh, he said, in that you will be fined everywhere you go. Chewing gum's illegal. Eating in non-designated places, smoking in non-designated places, crossing the street, not at a pelican crossing, not a zebra crossing, sorry, or a pelican crossing is illegal. Jaywalking. What else is illegal? Oh, eating or drinking anything on the MRT, on the underground. Okay. Shell went to take a sip of this drink that she had, and someone ran over. No! And it's like 400 quid or something stupid fine. They're big fines.
Yeah.
So as a result, there's virtually no crime. It's and it's weird because it's a weird dilemma because you're looking at a totalitarian regime that executes people for smoking weed, but it has a thriving downhill mountain biking scene. It has no crime or zero crime. It does have, I believe, problems with gangsters, and you can walk. The only other area where we found nature was the mangrove swamps right next to the Wet Wild amusement thingy park where we stayed. And walking through there on your own at night as a female, you're perfectly safe because they're patrolled by police cars with the red and blues going as they go around. Very strange place.
So, two-edged sword, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I went out for something to eat at 4 a.m. on my own into a local residential area, and you'd never feel threatened. Anyway, the upsides and downsides of dictatorships and totalitarian regimes. It's much freer, safer over there than it is over here under this bloody bunch of idiots.